Night SmackDown is next. Get up, you peasants. We are in the presence of royalty. Welcome back to Saturday night's main event, sold out in Dallas, Texas. And William Regal introducing King Booker. Michael, who could imagine this young man growing up to become king? It is the greatest of all stories, but it's not a fairy tale. It is reality. It's Camelot. Come to SmackDown. He makes King Arthur look common. She makes Gwendolyn look like a streetwalker. Victoria look like a lap dancer. Get ready, you peasants. We are in the presence of greatness.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am privileged to introduce to you your next world champion and the king of the WWE, accompanied by the vivacious Queen Charmel, King Booker!
My name is Finlay, and I love to fight.
And here comes the new United States champion.
The following contest is a six-man tag team match scheduled for one fall. Joining King Booker first, from Belfast, Ireland, weighing 233 pounds, is the WWE United States champion, Finlay.
Well, just about 24 hours ago, Finlay winning the United States Championship. Controversy swirling. Finlay had some help from his little friend, that leprechaun, to defeat Lashley. There's no such thing as leprechauns, and what controversy. This man was undefeated for 10 years in the amateurs in Ireland. He was Intercontinental Champion for 5 years in Europe. He is our new United States Champion.
And their partner, from Silsbee, Texas, weighing 400 pounds, is the world's strongest man, Mark Henry.
Mark Henry, a two-time Olympian. The man bench presses over 600 pounds and has been on an absolute path of destruction over the past 6 months. He took out Batista. He took out Kurt Angle. He took out Chris Benoit. And now he has his eyes set on the returning Batista a week from Sunday at the Great American Bash. More impressively, 5 billion people are on this globe. That man right there is the strongest out of 5 billion. He put out Batista once. Batista's coming back. We're not sure if the animal Batista is even healthy. Mark Henry will meet Batista at the Bash a week from Sunday. So much at stake in that matchup. The winner will become the #1 contender for the World Championship. Will face the champion at SummerSlam.
And introducing next, from Colorado Springs, Colorado, weighing 273 pounds, Bobby Lashley.
Had the opportunity to speak with Mr. Lashley earlier on this afternoon. He told me that he is furious, but he's not going to complain about it. He's dead set on winning that United States Championship back at the Great American Bash. Look, I don't like this guy, but he served his country. He's a former Army sergeant, 3-time Armed Force champion, 3-time national champion. He is the biggest genetic freak, and I have seen them all that we have ever had in the WWE, and he's on the A show SmackDown. Lashley motioning the man who took his title, Finlay.
Introducing next, from Washington, D.C., weighing 300 pounds, Batista!
Over 17,000 on their feet in Dallas. For the first time in nearly 7 months, the animal is back in ring action. And Michael, we have King Kong versus Godzilla coming up in 1 week.
These two guys hate each other, and these two guys both are the immovable force, the unstoppable force.
Talking about Batista and Mark Henry, but here comes the world champion.
From San Diego, California, weighing 170 pounds, is the World Heavyweight Champion, Rey Mysterio.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rey Mysterio is the greatest underdog champion of all time. He won the championship against all odds in WrestleMania, and seemingly, somehow, week in and week out, he continues to hold the gold.
He's the Cinderella of SmackDown. And when the clock strikes midnight, Michael, I'm going to be there because this guy right here forced me into retirement because Teddy Long cheated to let him retain the championship.
Well, as far as I can recall, the three men to the left of your screen, Mysterio, Lashley, and Batista, all own a number of victories over you.
You remember, Michael, I was what created SmackDown. I'm what carries SmackDown now, the longest reigning champion in SmackDown history, JBL.
And we are set to go, six-man tag team action from SmackDown. The United States champion Finlay looking to start things off, and Lashley, the former United States title holder, wants to get a bit of revenge against Finlay tonight. And listen to the Batista chants in Dallas.
But have they brought Batista back too early? He loves these people, they love him. But is he really healthy enough to step in the ring with the world's strongest man?
Well, we're going to find out a bit tonight and then again at the Bash. Lashley with a score to settle against Finlay. Irish whip to the Irishman across the ring. Catches the boot.
We have not seen, oh my goodness.
Belly-to-belly throw by the former national champion. And King Booker and Mark Henry. And here's the standoff. All hell looks like it may break loose. What's going to happen when we return to Dallas? We are back on Saturday night's main event on NBC. Over 17,000 fans jammed into the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas for a huge six-man tag team matchup from SmackDown. In the ring, the world champion, the underdog Rey Mysterio, and the current United States champion Finlay.
And we're on like a pot of neck bowl, like Donkey Kong, they say down here in Texas. Finlay I've known most of my life. He is simply the toughest person I have ever met. Third generation, father and coach of the Irish national team, grandfather wrestler. It doesn't get any tougher than Finlay.
You want to talk about tough. What about the world champion Rey Mysterio? He has gone over every obstacle that has been in his way since WrestleMania. He knocked you off a couple of times to continue to hold on to that championship, despite his size of only 170 pounds.
You know what? Stop right there. To defend the championship against me, I should be champion. The only obstacle he got over is the border between us and Mexico.
They have him hooked to the leg, and it's King Booker and Mark Henry who break up the 3 count. Rey Mysterio with that springboard moonsault off the top rope, and look at this. Oh, and look,